Here's why remote high ticket sales is the best kept secret career heading into 2026. A lot of the time people forget this, but careers are a product of their time. Like if you look back 100 years, right? Let's talk about 1926. Entirely different world than the world that we live in right now. Even if you look back 50 years. So 1976, also a completely different game and a completely different world than what we live in today. So the idea that like the exact same path, getting a job, getting a degree, climbing the ladder, retiring at 65, the idea that that should still work the same way in today's society is honestly just kind of wild to me. But again, nobody really tells you that. Nobody tells you that these types of things evolve over time. And that's not necessarily anybody's fault per se, but like to give you an example, teachers teach what worked for them. Parents recommend what felt safe for them in their era growing up. They try to relate to you when they were your age. And they say, oh yeah, you know, college is for sure the right route. And adding on to that, like colleges and universities, they sell the exact same system over and over and over again that just keeps them relevant. And I don't blame them. And the reason I don't blame them is because it worked at one point. And I have two harsh truths for you. The first one is the fact that a lot of the time these universities and a lot of these big corporations, if you will, are exploiting the fact that people still believe this. People still believe that the traditional path works in 2026. And second, having a job and having a degree, unfortunately, isn't enough anymore. If it still worked, you'd see people in Gen Z buying houses all the time. You'd see groceries be more affordable. You'd see people who actually had, you know, a stable job being able to succeed in life. And the true reality is that it's just not the case. And to be honest with you, like this isn't exactly a Gen Z or a Gen X or like a boomer problem. What it is a system lag problem. Costs went up and wages didn't. So technology essentially rewired how value is created. There's a reason why so many young people are working so hard and still can't get ahead in life. The rules changed, but the advice didn't. What almost never gets talked about are the careers that aren't location dependent, aren't capped by, you know, a yearly salary, don't require permission to continue to grow, and reward performance over tenure. And that's what I mean. That's exactly where remote high ticket sales sits. It's not flashy. It's not something that's talked about or pushed in school or college. You know, it's not pushed by your guidance counselor, but it's embedded in the fastest growing parts of the internet economy. Online education, digital services, online coaching, software, AI implementation, etc. Every single one of those businesses, and more importantly, every single one of those business owners needs people who can communicate with leads, qualify them, and help them sell their products or services. There are entry points where you learn the ecosystem of remote high ticket sales and how it operates from the inside. Handling conversations, booking calls, texting back and forth with customers, and building skills before the real responsibility actually stacks up. And that's why heading into 2026, this path just makes so much sense. For people who just want more than survival and a weekly paycheck, the world is changing every single day. And the raw truth is just that most people haven't adjusted to that yet. So if you're someone who is young, ambitious, coachable, there are careers that the school system and the education system has never taught you about. And remote high ticket sales is one of those careers.